Hey Bayek, it's me Ian. And in today's video, well, I'm looking at this. This is Black 47 from 2018. Now, it's described in many ways as a historical drama western, yes, which is quite an interesting combination. And it's centered around a period of Irish history which is quite significant in the 19th century. This film is 100 minutes long, which is fine. It goes by really quickly. Rotten Tomatoes give it 78%, which I think is reasonable for them. I mean, the performances are just top notch. The direction, everything about this film is just excellent. Now, the story is by P.J. Dillon and Pierce Ryan, and the screenplay is by P.J. Dillon, Pierce Ryan, Eugene O'Brien, and Lance Daly. Now, it is directed by Lance Daly, who directed in 2008 Kisses, The Good Doctor in 2011, and Life's a Breeze in 2013. Now, the music is by Brian Byrne, and Stephen Ray sang the song Little Jimmy Murphy. The filming took place the 28th of November to the 22nd of December 2016. And then from the 6th to the 28th of January 2017 in Connemare and the counties Wicklow and Kildare in Ireland. So let's go through the cast. The cast is headed by Hugo Weaving, who plays Hannah. Do you know, I couldn't believe this. I looked at the amount of films he's been in. Wow, it is an amazing. So I'll go through some, but this is only some, and there's quite a lot even with these. Right, he was in The City's Edge, 1983, Proof, 1991, The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, 1994. That's an award-winning film, that one. The Interview, 1998. And of course, he was in The Matrix, 1999. He was in The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, 2001. He was in Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, 2002. Of course, he was in Matrix Reloaded, 2003, and The Matrix Revelations, 2003. Of course, he was in The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, 2003. Those are quite big films out there to be in, the Matrix films and The Lord of the Rings. He was in Little Fish, 2005. Oh, and he was in V for Vendetta, of course, 2006. He was in Captain America, The First Avenger, 2011. Cloud Atlas, which pops up on such a lot, 2012. And of course, he was in The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, 2012. The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies, 2014. He was in The Dressmaker, 2015. He was in Hacksaw Ridge, wow, 2016. He was in Expired, 2022. And The Royal Hotel in 2023. Then we have got James Freshenville, who plays Martin Feeney. He was in Adoration, 2013. He was in The Drop, 2014. He was in IT, 2016, and The Royal Hotel, 2023. And then we've got another quite well-known name. Is Jim Broadbent, who plays Lord Killymichael. Wow, what a career. He was in The Bandits, Time Bandits. The famous Time Bandits, 1981. He was in Brazil, of course, 1985. He was in The Crying Game, 1992. Little Voice, 1998. Topsy Turvy, 1999. Moulin Rouge, 2001. Vera Drake, 2004. Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, 2005. Hot Fuzz, yes, he was in Hot Fuzz, 2007. He was in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, 2009. And he was in The Damned United, 2009, which of course is about Brian Clough and his disastrous term at Leeds United. And they did it then. And they went, yes, Leeds. He was in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, 2011. Cloud Atlas, 2012. So many people in this film, and it turned out to be a big flop as well. But I think now he's getting reassessed a lot more. Then he was in Paddington, of course, 2014. The Lady in the Van, 2015. He was in Paddington 2, 2017. And, of course, this year, Paddington in Peru, 2024, which in this year was last year. Sorry. There we are. So that is Jim Broadbent. Just amazing amount of films. Then we have got Stephen Rea, who plays Connolly. He was in The Company of Wolves from 1984. What a film that is. Not everybody's cup of tea, though. The Crying Game, again, 1992. Interview with a Vampire, 1994. He was in Michael Collins, a great Irish film, 1996. V, of course, for Vendetta, 2006. He was in Greta, 2018. The Miracle Club, 2023. Absolutely wonderful films there. Then we've got Freddie Fox, who plays Captain Pope. He was in Victor Frankenstein, 2015. He was in King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, 2017. And he was in The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, 2024. Then we have got Barry Keoghan, who plays Private Hobson. Barry Keoghan, or Keegan, I think that's how you pronounce it. He was in Life's a Blast, 2013. He was in Dunkirk, 2017. He was in The Green Knight, 2021. He was in Eternals, yes, 2021. And he was in The Banshees of Inisherin, 2022. And of course, he was in the notorious Saltburn 2023, which certainly is a very well received film, but had some sort of bit of controversial aspects to it. But yeah, that's Barry Keoghan. And then we've got Sarah Green, who plays Ellie. She was in The Guard 2018. She was in Burnt 2015. She was in Rosie 2018. And in The Land of Saints and Sinners 2023. So that is all the main cast. So you're saying, Bayek, what's all this about then? Well, I did mention that it's a very important period in Irish history. And it's set in the Common Era during, as say, the Irish famine. It failed, the potato crop, and that was massive and led to mass starvation. And this follows this Irish Catholic soldier who has been fighting for the British Army and abroad, and he deserts his regiment to reunite with his family. And that is how we see the story and what unfolds, and we see, well, betrayal. We see people whose motives become quite clear in this desperate situation because it is in the middle of this famine, and you can see the bleakness of all this, the landscape. It's in a sort of wintry period, and in many ways, when you watch that, it's a big part of the film, actually. That whole landscape, it's like another character in the film. That bleakness, as you can see. This is what's so good about this film, that it's able to do that. The cinematography and the direction bring all this out. Absolutely wonderful. It looks amazing the way they've done this. Absolutely. And you get such a feel for this. Watching this film. It's a wonderful film. I was surprised. It's a period of history I didn't know a great deal about. Do you know what is interesting? This was so devastating. This famine, it killed a lot of people, and in fact, the population today in Ireland is not as high as it was before the famine in the 19th century, in 1847. Wow. I mean, that is an amazing start. That's how devastating it was. The population hasn't been able to recover the higher figures before this famine. It was incredible. When I read that, I thought, wow, that is an indication of how devastating it was. It really was. And is a period of history that doesn't really get mentioned a great deal. And I think this is possibly the first time it's ever been portrayed in a film. And that makes this film even more interesting in terms of a historical perspective. There are inaccuracies, of course, as people will be pointing out at various points in this film, but that doesn't matter. It's the entertainment, but it's portraying, even if there are inaccuracies, it doesn't matter because it's portraying a period of history and something that is kind of educating people about as well. So you've got a film that is entertaining, but it is also sort of giving a new historical look at a very crucial part in Irish history. And I think that is great. I loved it. I think it's a great film. It's highly recommended if you want to look into history of different parts. This is all going on in the 19th century. And I think it may be a period of history that hasn't been studied. I don't remember really studying this. I've I've done a lot of history over the years. History's been my subject. And certainly in schools, even at university, didn't really study anything connected with this period. And it's such a crucial period in Irish history. It's quite amazing. So that, I think, adds more to the importance of this film. But even if you're not interested in that, it's still a very entertaining film. And I say, you can class it as a Western as well. Definitely. Fantastic film. So, before I go, I'll just show you the film. There it is. Great cover. There's the back. Fantastic. And there's the disc. Black 47. Yes. So, I'm sure there's actually a Blu-ray of this now. There must be a Blu-ray. But yeah, this is well worth getting and watching. Highly recommended. And that's it. So, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and we'll let you know when I put out these videos. If you look in the playlist, you can see all the reviews I do. I do a lot of films, TV shows, and some music as well. And if you like this video, please give this video a like. Gets it out to YouTube, so hopefully other people might enjoy it and getting algorithms and all that stuff. And if you have any comments, please put your comments down. I love to read your comments. So yeah, so please give it a like anyhow. Hopefully, it might do. It might not. Anyhow, I've gone on far too long. So all I've got to say is, I'll see thee again.